everybody, my name is Khalees, aka KT Raina, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're watching this video, you're now watching part 4 of the Blackpink Disband Tarot series. Okay, this is the last video. This video is about the member Lalisa. First of all, I'll give my short opinion, a hypothesis about what would happen hypothetically if they were hypothetically to disband, and then I will do a career and creative endeavor reading for Lisa, and then I will ask any advice for her and will she sign her contract next year. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. But before we do so, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell notification to know whenever I have any brand new videos, and follow me all on my social medias that are linked in the description box down below. So my hypothesis as to what would happen if Blackpink were to disband, what would happen to Lisa? With Lisa, I don't really see her having a solo career or having a solo career for very long. I feel like there's way too much pressure to be perfect when you're performing by yourself, and there's a lot of things that Lisa struggles with when it comes to performing. She dances very well, she has a lot of charisma, so her performances are always great. Her raps are better when they're in Korean, but a lot of times her company and her team really like to put her in this box where they're trying to make her like this English rapper so great, and it's like it doesn't sound good, and it really sets her up for failure in a way, and it really puts a lot of the overseas viewers in a very uncomfortable position, because when you rap about things that you don't really know about, it comes off very corny, unauthentic, and kind of disrespectful. We know that because Lisa is so charismatic, they're going to keep giving her these raps that just aren't it, that they're not giving, and then the vocals they give her don't match the vocals that she has somewhat perfected. It's vocals that vocal ranges that she's still working on, and so it doesn't always sound the best, and they really just don't know how to work with her and the things that she knows how to do very well. So I do see her, if they do try to make her solo career very short, I do see her just really settling into dancing and being a dancer performer. I see her doing more like reality shows and hosting and stuff to help train other, trainees and things like that, rather than becoming a solo artist herself. That's my opinion. So without further ado, we're gonna go into the reading. We're going to start with the Lightseer's Tarot, all right? My favorite. And we're going to ask, what is next for Lalisa Manobal in career and creative endeavors? All right, so we have 8 cards for Lisa. The first card is the Devil in reverse, I think. Yeah, the Devil in reverse, number 15. We have the Star, number 17, and Judgment, number 20. We have the 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords in reverse. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, the 9 of Cups. So for what's next for Lalisa Manobal and career and creative endeavors is, how do I say this? She will hold out hope for something new in her life, but it will require her to let certain things go. So for example, I'll say the path that she thought she was meant to be on isn't exactly meant for her long term, and this way you have 7 of Swords in reverse. So ooh, that flew. Wow, she was walking down the wrong path in the wrong direction. I mean, it worked for a temporary moment, but not anymore, and so she's gonna be forced to find something else. So I mean, it makes sense, because what I heard was when she she became a trainee, she was still a very young teenager. She was 14 when she came to Korea by herself to become a trainee. Now, for those of you who are not American or don't have a similar system as Americans do, we have elementary school, then we have middle school, which is 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, and then we have high school, which is 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade, right? So 14 is the end of middle school, 8th grade, and the beginning of high school, 9th grade. So you're still very, very young, still discovering yourself. And she wanted to become an idol because that's what she was really, really into at the time as a 14-year-old. Now, Lisa is a grown-ass woman now. She's in like her mid-20s, like 25 going on 26 or something like that. Please tell me, anyone here who might be in their 20s now, please tell me if you were deeply obsessed with the same things that you were when you were 14, because 9 times out of 10 it's not true. You were not as into the same things as you are when you were 14, still growing, still getting to know yourself. So she grows up in this environment where basically her whole identity is being an idol, being trained to be an idol, being trained to be a good idol. And she wants to sing, so she doesn't really know how to sing, so they make her a rapper. They always do that. If you don't know how to sing, they make you a rapper. And then she tries to get her singing lessons so she can sing better. It's like the things happen for a reason. It put her in a position that she's supposed to be in, but eventually at some point, while everyone else is kind of dispersing and doing their own things, Jisoo doing this, Rose doing this, Jennie doing that, she's gonna have to find something else to do. She's gonna have to lose her identity as a K-pop idol and gain something else. Figure out who she is outside of being an idol and find other things that she is passionate about. So I see this here and this here. So losing something, right? Losing what you thought was a huge part of you and going through this transformative period where you're just like, I don't know what to do. So this is the 9 of Swords, right? And 9 is the number before 10. Of course, we know how to count. But with the number 9, I do see that usually means that this is going to be a transformative period where you will come into the number 10 where everything is complete and fully like all together. So that's why I see here like a transformative period where she is literally at the end of the journey. And usually towards the end of the journey is when you start to feel like giving out, but then you lift your head up, you open your eyes, and you see that there's something else there for you. And that is this is the completion. This is the finding out a different part of herself. And this Judgment and the Star, I see her like holding out hope for a different part of her, that lights up and fills with passion. She's gonna have to find that passion again, but in something else. And she's gonna have to really push through this process because it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be like, girl, what the fuck? Like, I didn't expect all this. Like, what am I gonna do? Who am I? What do I love to do? So she's gonna be finding a totally different part of her that is passionate about something else. Whatever the thing is, I'm not really sure. It might be doing choreography. She might try like some choreography or something, but she's definitely going to be forced to discover parts of herself that were unnurtured during her trainee process. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So like I said, there's the storm before the rainbow, before the sun. You know what I mean? This is the storm and this is the rainbow, this is the sun, this is everything. So she's currently going through a transformative period, trying to figure herself out. The Page of Cups represents to me usually like creativity, like anything is possible, and really opening your mind up to other possibilities. So I do see her having to like push herself out of her comfort zone, to discover a new part of herself, and discover what else she might enjoy, and do it with confidence. She is an Aries, so they can get in their head a lot, but she's going to have to release that, you know, let that go. There's a lot of people on their knees kind of like praying and like looking for hope and looking for some sort of like healing. I see. So I do see her healing from her loss of childhood, her experiences through being a trainee and through traineehood. I do see that there may have been some traumatic experiences that really made it harder for her to really figure out who she really is and what she really enjoys, and made her more susceptible to falling in line with everything that someone tells her to do. So it's not an excuse for any mistakes that she may have made. She's a grown woman, so if she made mistakes, that's something that she should take responsibility for. But I am also saying that that does not negate whatever trauma she may have experienced that made it hard for her to really understand the situation that she really got herself in and to get out, you know? So I do see the 9 of Cups. Like I said, people always tend to stop right before they get to the end of the journey. And this is what I see. So like the 9 of Cups, she's going to start off basically hurting because she's really being forced out of her comfort zone. She's really being forced to give up something that she really thought was hers. And she really thought like, you know, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I identify with, and letting go of that identity and finding her true identity and acknowledging these activities for what they are. Being an idol is not your identity. It's just something that you do. It's your job. It's your career. It's your responsibility. And that's what it is, period. It's a form of creative expression. That's it. Which means you can literally do anything else. And once she accepts that, she will open the door for so many other blessings and opportunities. She'll come to like this epiphany, this realization that, oh, I'm more free than I think I am. I have a lot more options than I thought I did. I'm a lot deeper as a human being that I thought I was. And this isn't my entire life. My life can literally be anything. It can be multiple things. You know what I mean? I don't just have to be an idol. I don't just have to perform on stage. I just don't have to sing these songs. I could do other things too. I'm really good at doing other things as well. Like those things I'm actually really good at. Let me try that out. And I'm going to, you know, do it. Why? Because I feel like it and because I said so. And then you have this 10 of Pentacles at the end where she's just like happy and she's free and she's like, it's all vibes, you know? Because she has discovered that she is multi-talented and that she can do many, many, many different things. And she doesn't just have to be the rapper. She doesn't just have to be the dancer. She could also be like I said, she could also be a choreographer. She could also be a trainer and give trainees a better experience than she did when she was a trainee. Just really open up a world of success. So I do see her helping out other people, like taking her lessons that she has learned through this transformative process and passing them down to other trainees, other people who might be looking up to her, and really like telling her story in a way. And then we have the Devil in reverse. So like I said, she will be going through a process of releasing any untrue and negative beliefs about herself and about life, because she grew up believing that she has to be X, Y, Z, or she has to do X, Y, Z, or she can only do X, Y, and Z. Like she grew up believing that, and then that was ingrained in her through the trainee process because she never learned anything else. She's kind of just in this box, and then she's been kept in this box for a very long time, and she has willingly put herself in this box for a very long time because that's all she knew. And now she's going to be releasing herself from that and growing up. Essentially, she's going to her growth has been stunted, and she's going to undo that. She's going to learn to grow up and learn to be the adult Lisa and learn to be the true Lisa, you know what I mean? And it's going to be a really difficult, emotional, deep process, because when you go through this process of releasing the things that unlearning the things that was taught to you that clearly aren't working, you have this feeling of being lied to or betrayed, but eventually you do heal from that and you do get over that, because you can't undo what these people told you or what you told yourself, or what they did to you. You can only learn from that and move forward, and that's what she's going to be going through. The process of like, why did I do this? Why did they do this? Why did I believe this? Why? And then eventually she'll come to an epiphany where she will release that and let that all go, and then go through the healing journey, this healing process of really finding different parts of her that light up like a firework when she comes across different things, when she does different things, and really allowing herself to feel talented. Because there are times where she doesn't feel good enough to be an idol, even though that's the thing that she identifies as, and that's part of the reason why she tries so hard to be a singer, because she wants to be an all-around, she wants to be well-rounded, she wants to be able to do everything and really prove herself as like the best idol ever. But that's not meant for her. What's meant for her is to figure out what works for her, what makes her happy, what fills her up inside, what ignites her fire. That's what she needs to focus on, not so much being the perfect, well-rounded idol. So yeah, that's like her reading for what's next in her career. Is she's going to be going through a transformative period of healing from whatever trauma or ups and downs she has experienced from going through this career as an idol, and finding what other things light her up inside, what other things she is passionate about, and not putting so much pressure on herself to be the perfect idol, and to always have hits, and to always be fun, and to always be cool and stuff like that. And hopefully this does lead to her not being so much of the rapper that can rap in English and twerk. hopefully, because I would like to see less of that, and a lot of us would like to see less of that. Please. I do see that she may do less of that, because in K-pop they tend to push boundaries way too far and take things way too far, and she has participated in that herself. So I do see through this self-discovery she will be doing less of that, and she does do like more hip-hop oriented stuff. There will be limits to it, and she will not cross those boundaries, because that will not become her entire identity. It will just be something that she does. Like sometimes I dance to hip-hop music, that's it. It won't be, oh, I'm a hip-hop rapper, whatever. Like, limits, lines, don't cross them, and she's gonna learn to not cross them, so that's good. But yeah, so accept the fact that a lot of stuff that you did believe or you did like or thought was you and your whole identity is just it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. So next we have the Starseed Oracle deck. We're going to be asking, will Lisa renew her contract with YG in 2023? Okay, so we got Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. We got I'm Sorry. Defenselessness. Righting past wrongs. Uprooting. We got You're Not Alone, Isolation, Physical Connection, Community. And then we have Activated Earth, Power Places, Ley Lines, Trust Where You Are Led. So, I do see her becoming isolated so that she can start her healing process, and it'll occur naturally. So, she may not even realize that she's going through a healing process, but that's what she's doing. So she'll be isolated, and eventually she'll feel the need to go out. And as she's like really channeling her natural, like her truest energy, she'll attract a new community of people that really support her and see her for who she really is, and allow space for her to become the true version of her, instead of trying to encourage her to stay in this box, essentially. Through that process, right, she'll come to a discovery and realization that she needs to free herself from anybody who is telling her otherwise, is telling her that she can only be X, Y, and Z, she can only do X, Y, and Z, you're only allowed LMNOP. Fuck you. essentially, is what's gonna happen. And if that means leaving her company, and if that means leaving her company and moving on with the people that truly trust her and truly want to invest in her and see where she goes and where she grows and learns and evolves, then that's what she will do. And if that leads to her coming to a conclusion that YG is just not supporting her enough and not helping her enough and not helping her grow enough, she will leave. Which is very interesting, because that was one of the things that I had a problem with when it came to Lisa and then her solo debut, was that it seemed like they weren't allowing enough room for her to grow. Like they keep making her do the same things over and 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 over again. And it seems like it's just for the sake of money rather than to actually help the artist to grow. And I see her, because there's a lot of like greenage. There's a lot of greenage, right? Greenery, a lot of plants, flowers, a lot of growing and stuff. So she's gonna go wherever she has room to grow, room to flow, room to be understood, and really come into the truest version of herself. And it doesn't seem like YG has room for that, has space for that, time for that, resources, or anything. And if she realizes that, and if she feels that way, then she will leave and take a long break to really figure out what she really wants. So she's going to be doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes to really figure out what's best for her and work with people that she feels like she can trust and are there for her and supportive of her in her journey to really heal her inner child and really grow up and evolve any stunted growth, heal any stunted growth. I do see her connecting, right, with those types of people that are like her and will help her heal her past wrongs, things that she may have made mistakes on, things that people may have done to her, whatever the case may be. She will be healing, so it does not seem like she will be going back to YG. If she does sign her contract in 2023, it'll be heavily modified so that she'll only be signed on for like another 2 years, maybe a year or two, until she really figures out her next steps. And then she's gonna leave. She may join another group, another dance group, like a dance group, not necessarily like K-pop. It's going to be a whole new lane. Like she's going to create a whole new lane for herself where she's really going to stand out and her talents are really going to shine and she's really going to be able to grow and try new things. I do see that, which actually sounds really exciting. I can't wait to see like exactly what that new lane is and what it looks like. But I do see her still performing, but performing as herself and not as what she thinks other people want. I don't know if she will do Blackpink part-time. It doesn't really seem like she will. She may have like frequent reunions with them where they do perform and they have fun and stuff like that, but I don't really see her doing a GOT7 type of contract. Deep cellular healing, physical and emotional healing. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Yep. So it's kind of like when a child leaves the nest and they realize that like their parents weren't very truthful about certain things. Like what they said, some things that they said weren't really true. It probably pertained to them when they were younger, but it's not for me. Actually doing Moonology Oracle cards. All right, and we're gonna ask any advice. Let the moon be your guide. Oh wow, this is so cool. This is so like, this makes sense. Okay, so we have don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. We have show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. And then we have don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Then we have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So we have a lot of full moons, and we have like the South Node. So, like we said already, she needs to let go of what she used to believe and open herself up to new ideologies and just new experiences to see like what really works for her and what's really true for her. When she comes back on stage again, because I do see her taking a long break and coming back on stage, she's going to be performing as the real Lisa, and she's going to be doing what she truly really wants. So the thing is, what happens sometimes is that you'll know what you want to do when you're younger, then you'll try to do it, but it doesn't always work out, or it works out, but it's kind of like it doesn't last very long. And then a couple years later you come back around to it, but this time it's like the 2.0 version. This time it's like it's a better version than when you did the last time a couple years ago, because you're wiser now, you learn now, you grow now, and so you can take your lessons and apply that to the very thing that you were passionate about. So I do see that she's still passionate about performing. She still does like enjoy dancing and very passionate about dancing, but she's gonna have to do it differently this time. And through this healing process of letting go of her past, letting go of her pride, and really accepting things for what it is, really accepting the answers that are coming towards her, she will be able to discover the real her, and she will be able to learn new things that she needs to apply to being a performer and to being a dancer. And this time she will do it from a spiritual place, a place of honesty, a place of transparency, a place of authenticity. And that's the thing that lacks a lot when it comes to the songs that she does, the performances that she does and stuff. There's a large lack of authenticity because it's not her, it's not the true her, it's not really who she really is. And this is where we get the Leo. She needs to let go of wanting so badly to identify with what she's currently doing. It's easier to pretend that everything's okay, to pretend that nothing's wrong, to pretend that this is who you really are. But we all know that that's not true. We all know this isn't really you, and you know that more than anyone else does. You know yourself better than anyone else does. You should always know yourself better than anyone else does, which means she needs to let that go. Just let it go, release it. It's okay, you're gonna be okay. And start that healing process, start figuring out who she really is, and start showing that to herself. So then then she'll be able to show it to other people as well, and she'll be able to show that on stage when she performs and she decides to start singing songs again. It will be more authentic, and she'll have, like I said, the answers you need are coming. That's pretty point blank, period. She will find the answers to who she really is, what she really enjoys, and the answers to life, her life, and what her path is. You need to heal through whatever traumas that you were experiencing that really stunted your growth or really damaged your inner child. And through that, you'll find the right answers, and you'll be able to show yourself the real you. And then that will be a great opportunity for you to come back into spotlight and really show the world the real you. This was also a very heavy reading, like step out of your comfort zone, North Node. We have South Node and North Node. Girls, what did I say? This is so crazy. Wow, North Node and South Node. Step out of your comfort zone. Let go of your past, okay? The North Node and the South Node are really about like who you really are and who you really like trying to become and who you used to be. And so the South Node basically like let go of who you used to be. And North Node is like come out of your comfort zone so you can become who you truly are, who you are right now, okay? Who you're supposed to be, girl. And so that is so crazy. That is wild. But yeah, like I said, 100% true. She needs to become who she truly is, because she's not who she truly is right now. And it's a time for healing. All right. So period. I said what I said. She's not being who she truly is right now. Listen, let it go. Let it go. You don't need to be an idol anymore. Period. Okay, so I wish greatness for Lisa and all the other members. This has been really amazing doing this series. It's been a lot, so I'm going to really take a break, and I'm gonna give you guys a break as well. The next video is not going to be a tarot reading video. It's going to be a fun little music interview video. I'm really excited to release this, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And then after that, we'll be going back to tarot readings, and I'll have like an exciting announcement for you guys, and I'll continue to do your recommendations on like different items to do readings for. So really don't worry about that. It's happening, it's coming, don't stress. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell notification to know whenever I have a brand new video, and follow me on all my social medias, link in the description box down below. And if you enjoyed this video and you're feeling generous, there's a donation jar / tip jar in the description box down below. So without further ado, I send you guys many blessings and have a wonderful day. Bye.